Hey everybody, welcome. This is the Beachpreneurs Hangout. You're here with Kelly McCausey, Nicole Dean, and Natalie Marie Collins. Hi girls.
Hey!
How do we feel about girls? I've every time I write about this event, I've been tempted to say it's an all-girl lineup. But then I know some women really hate being called girls.
I'm all about girl power.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Girls
All right.
rule, boys drool.
Yes.
No
All right.
offense, honey.
All right. So, yeah, Beachpreneurs, the Beachpreneurs Lifestyle Conference is an all-girl affair. It's an all-girl speaker lineup, and no boys are allowed in the audience. How cool is that?
No boys.
No boys. We like boys.
We
We
love
lot.
boys.
Yes.
We
We,
like boys a lot.
But we find that us girls can be more honest and open and just kind of real when we're not worrying about what other people are thinking, what boy men might be thinking. It's just a different kind of magic happens, which is what I love about it.
there's a deeper connection that happens when you have a room full of women, or girls.
Plus, you can put on your swimsuit and go out to the beach without being like, who's around?
Hallelujah.
Truth. All right. All right. So we're having these hangouts to introduce you to our awesome speakers. 2 weeks ago, I got to hang out with Kristen Joy Eckstein. We had a great time and heard a little bit about what she's going to be sharing, which is information about how she is massively productive. And so, Natalie, we would like to hear a little bit about what you're going to be speaking on at the beach.
Ooh. Do you want the goods right now, or do you want to wait for a little bit?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should tease them.
I like teasing. So I'll give you a little taste of what I'm going to be talking about, and it's, one of the cool things that I love about this Beachpreneurs that's coming up is what you guys have done with both having the speakers and then having a little workshop afterwards. I'm so excited to kind of like get my hands dirty with stuff because I love markers. I have a whole box of markers, and I'm going to bring these to Beachpreneurs because I want to get everybody else's hands dirty with this too, because when you get connected with your business and in coloring, then magic stuff happens. So that's what I want to bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm writing that down. I want to get everyone else's hands dirty. That's intriguing.
Love it, man.
That's a tweet.
So one of the things that I'm also going to be talking about is getting clarity in your business, because I know and I feel and I love it when clarity happens, because when you have those clarity moments and you know exactly what you're doing, where you're going within your business, then your focus is just like a laser, and then that's when the sweet spot productivity really happens.
Mm-hmm.
So inside of this, what I'm going to be talking about is how to kind of get more of that clarity and get to more of that sweet spot so you can see the overall picture of what you want your business to look like.
I love it. And that's not a one-time thing.
Oh, no.
It's not like you do that once and they go, there, that's done, now I have clarity. I mean, we keep revisiting it over and over and over again. I know I have, and Nat, you said you have been too, and Kelly, you do that, like, well, you're the queen of the hatchet. Gone! You no longer fit with me. This part of the business, gone! I'm more of the virtual hoarder. Did you know I deleted 60,000 emails yesterday?
You had 60,000 emails? What? I thought 10,000. 10,000 that I had was bad.
Well, it just kind of, I was collecting them because, well, Gmail has a great, we can Google. All I have to do is, anytime I want, I can go and look, just search, and they're all there. Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to get like, hi, honey. Okay, so there's one boy allowed right now, but that's because he's my honey. But I started to like get nervous and anxious every time I opened my Gmail, and I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. And then, I'd look on my phone, and it was like, you have 6,000 unread messages. And I'm like, no. I mean, yes, a lot of those were sales notifications, which was fun, but the other ones, it was just too crazy. So, the clarity is important, and dumping the junk and all of that fits together, and it's something you have to do all the time. It's not like, hey, I'm successful, or hey, I'm trying to be successful. I do this one time and then I'm done. It's an ongoing process, which is part of what I'll be talking about, is about refinding your awesome when you've lost it, and the ways to do that, and how to just rock your business and rock the world. And so I'm excited. I am so psyched.
I'm excited to hear that one. You always have such good stuff to talk about. Both of you do. I mean, I love just hearing you guys talk, because the clarity and focus that's inside of your business is, I mean, it's so obvious, and it just like radiates that, like, this is my awesome, and I'm going to help you get your awesome too.
Mm-hmm. And that's where the money happens.
Yes.
And I love money.
I know, who doesn't?
When we were sitting down together talking about this conference and what we wanted to do, we adopted the theme, make a shift from frazzled to freedom, because we see so many people out there that I think they equate success with hard work, a busy schedule. And the more frazzled they are, the more overwhelmed they are, the more they kind of wear it like a big old badge of honor, like, look at me, I'm so busy. And it's like, I rarely feel that way. People ask me all the time, you must be so busy, you're a machine, you have so much going on all the time. And I'm thinking, girlfriend, I binged like 15 episodes of something this weekend. I'm not busy. I'm ridiculously, I waste more time than anybody I know. Yet I am more productive than a lot of people who are working way harder. So being frazzled is not the goal. Being free is the goal. So Natalie, how will help our people go home feeling more free?
Well, like I said, with the clarity, you're able to hone in that focus. So when you have that work time, when you allot that specific time in your day, then you're able to know what you need to do to get to where you want to go. And by doing that, it actually frees up a whole heck of a lot of time. So if you have, 50 million things coming at you, all those, bright shiny objects that Kelly talks about that are out there in the ethers, you can say, does that shiny object actually serve where I'm going? And if it's a yes, then you maybe play with it a little bit. If it's a no, then push it aside and continue on your way. You don't have to look at every single bright shiny object that comes along. But if it serves your business, then maybe that's something that you need to put aside for when you have the free time after you've completed maybe your next step, and say, oh, look, I have an hour or two just to kill because I was so focused on this one thing that I got it done. So that's what I'm going to help with, is getting that focus on what needs to happen next, and getting a little bit of a plan put in place so that you can have that freedom to wrap around and actually know that I can go to yoga class at this time instead of having to answer a bazillion different emails or look at them.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Nicole.
Yes, darling.
We decided it'd be fun this week to actually give away a pair of tickets to the Daytona event. So we,
Natalie.
do you know anybody who'd like to come?
Yes.
I've had a couple people that have told me how much fun it would be, so yes.
Well, tickets are on sale now. A single ticket to the event is $297. You can buy a pair of tickets for $497. So if you buddy up with a friend, you can save some money. The important deadline coming up is January 26th. That's our room rate discount cutoff date. We're at the plaza right on Daytona Beach. Every minute that you're at the event, you are literally 2 minutes from the water. If you've ever been to Daytona Beach, the beach is not big, not wide. Well, it's wide, but it's not, well, you know what I mean. When you step out of the hotel, boom, you're there. Our conference space is right there. Hotel rooms are right there. Being on the beach like that, staying in a hotel is really expensive, $200 a night and up. We have a preferred rate that saves you over $60 a night on the hotel, but it's only good until Monday the 26th. So while you can buy a ticket to the event right up to the event, if we haven't sold out, if you want to get in on our special group rate, you've got to get your tickets now so you can get that information and get your room booked and save money, because the money you save on the hotel room is going to like pay for your food every day. So super smart to act now.
Yes, and I love the events on the beach. It's so fun to just be able to be in that environment and to know that you're learning and getting the tax write-off and having this whole thing all right there. And then, we break for lunch and you get to go out to the beach and hang out in one of the little hammocks that they have out there, or walk along and just like ground yourself in the water. It's so freeing.
Right, and we totally changed the schedule this time too, so there's a lot more free time. We're starting at what, Cal? 9:30, 10?
Yeah, we're starting. We're starting later, 10 a.m. And we've changed it to have a really long afternoon break. The funniest thing happened when we did this in St. Petersburg. We planned the event like we would have planned any event anywhere.
Up north where it's cold and there is no beach.
Yeah, where people like to stay huddled together for warmth. And we had, on Sunday we have a mastermind, small group masterminds. And one of our mastermind leaders came up and whispered, "We're escaping. We're going to go to the beach."
I remember that.
They snuck out. And Nicole and I looked at each other and said, "Why didn't we think of that?" And so we told everybody, "Hey, if you want to leave the conference room and take your mastermind group to the beach, go for it." And like everyone left but one table. One table said, "Nah, we're good."
I was
Natalie,
one that left.
your group ran.
Yep.
Well, I just think that we've managed to get the schedule so that, kind of like at the beach retreat when we're at the beach house, it's like do some stuff, then go off and have some quiet time and think or connect or, laugh, explore, whatever you want to do. Let all of it sink in and then go back, process it all and then go back for your next big helping, instead of just feeling like you're drinking from the fire hose for 3 days straight and then you leave and you go, "What just happened?" I like that we've got it. And, the keynote, now let's go and hang out and connect and talk and do that kind of thing, and then the next day walk the beach a little while and then come on in and let's make some stuff happen, and then have a nice long lunch, relax, go on a walk, think about things, what you want your business to look like, what it's going to look like when you're not as frazzled and you're finally free, what pieces you have to put in place for that, what people you have to know, what you have to leverage, how you need to be more productive, more focused. I mean, all that stuff comes together. And so we really wanted to make sure that we had a little bit of dose and a little bit of relax.
Well, and I
Let it
love
sink in.
I love that you do that because your events are introvert friendly. A lot of us are introverts. I totally get it. And as an introvert, you actually need that time to process in order to be able to effectively move on to that next step. So you're creating an environment that allows for that nurturing of ourselves to come into play.
Exactly. The extroverts can all go and hang out in the lobby and drink coffee and laugh and be really loud. And those of us that need to go and process and think can go back to our rooms, can go walk the beach, can go out by the pool for a little bit. And the dress code for our events is beach friendly. So if you want to wear a sundress and have your swimsuit on underneath and have your beach bag with you, then you just grab that and go when it's break time.
That's a great idea.
I know. I actually bought a dress. Kristen and I both bought sundresses on our way home from the last Beachpreneurs event on the beach at the house. So I'm excited to wear that. It's all fun and colorful.
So hey, for our live viewers, if you would like to ask a question, please go ahead, pop it in there. If you're not watching this if you're watching this on our site, not the Hangout page, you can't ask questions. So if you would like to ask a question by Facebook, you can send me a message, you can tag me, I've got it open, I'll see it. So if you've got a question for Natalie, or if you've got a question about the event, shout it out. We would love to answer any questions that you have about it. So let's talk about how you can win a pair of tickets to Daytona, to the event. You'll have to get yourself there, get your room, feed yourself, but we'll give you free tickets, which will save you $500. That's awesome. We're generous.
Yes, you are.
I feel so generous. All right, so this is what we talked about. We would like you to blog about what makes you feel frazzled. In what ways do you feel frazzled right now? And share why you'd love to come to the Beachpreneurs Lifestyle Conference on Daytona Beach. As easy as that. You can write it, or you could record a video and then post that to your blog. If you do not have a blog, you could post the video to Facebook and tell us about it. But what we'll need you to do is tell us about it. So you're going to have to come to the Beachpreneurs page on Facebook and post and let us know, hey, here's my post, here's my video. I'd like to be entered for those free tickets. But you'll have to act fast because the rooming deadline is coming up Monday. So shall we say that we'll give, how about we make them like act within 48 hours? Does that sound good, Nicole?
That sounds great.
So we'll give the tickets away, how about Friday at the same time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll be in Orlando, so I'm not going to be a whole lot of help, but I'll try. I'll help pick.
Yeah, so by Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern, post on the Beachpreneurs page on Facebook, facebook.com/Beachpreneurs, your blog post or your video that shares how you feel frazzled in your business and why you want to come to the Beachpreneurs Lifestyle Conference on Daytona Beach. And we're going to take a look, and we're going to choose one, and we're going to give you a pair of free tickets. Yay!
Yay! So, Kelly, can we talk about day 2 of the event?
Yes. So, day 2 is when you speak and when you have your workshop.
Okay, so maybe it was day 3.
What do
the mastermind?
Mastermind.
Oh, you want to talk more about the mastermind?
Yes.
So So the event starts on Friday evening.
Oh, that's why I thought it was day 2.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant.
The event, we start off on Friday evening with Therese Barbie, which Therese will be joining us at our next hangout to talk about what she's going to be bringing to the event. After that, we have a delicious reception. I've already chosen the menu. It's yummy. And then Saturday, I'm going to be speaking. Natalie, Kristen is going to be speaking. We may sneak in another speaker on Saturday. We have no limits. We have no.
We can do whatever the heck we want to do, right, Cal?
That's right. That's right. On Sunday, we do a small group mastermind, and that is when our speakers and advisors, we get together, we huddle together, and we divvy up all of the attendees into small groups. There's usually a little wrestling, a little deal making, because everyone has the idea of who they would love to mastermind with. And we break up into small groups. And so, Natalie, you'll be leading a group. You led a group in St. Petersburg. You'll be leading a group. What do you love best about the experience of working with a small group?
Well, I have a love and passion for coaching, so being able to help people make breakthroughs in those little things, those little areas that they may feel stuck with is not only, so incredibly helpful for them, but it's invigorating to me too, and it just helps, the whole. And when one person has a breakthrough, part of the magic is the next person is probably going to have a breakthrough too, because all of a sudden they're seeing the shifts happen, and so magic starts happening within that, and I love seeing it. It's so fun.
You mentored an amazing group in St. Pete.
Yes.
The gals left so fired up, and several of them, they needed someone to believe in them, and you did. So you're so good. You're so good in this role. I'm so glad we get to have you back.
Thank you.
Also, might I just say that Natalie has some mad skills and some extreme smarts, too. She's not just believing in people. Do you need to talk about some of the people you've worked with, Natalie?
Well, I believe in people through practicality. So I love being able to help people move and shift forward and give them practical ways to do it where they can believe in themselves enough to know that, making that little shift that I need to do really isn't that big of a deal. And this is how I'm going to do it. And it all goes back to that clarity. So sometimes they just need that little bit of a clarity nudge from someone who's been there and done that. And it's just, it's very invigorating and freeing. And just having that little bit of, it's okay to give myself permission to do this, and this is how I do it, I can totally rock this. So, when you bring that space into a mastermind, it just makes it a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of times, too, it's somebody just going, okay, I have 8 million directions. Which one, what do I do first? And it's like, well, your face lights up when you talk about this one, and I know that other people are making money in there, so I think we should explore this one a little bit more. Because when you talk about the other ones, you go, then there's this other thing people tell me that I'd be really good at, and I know I would because I've done it in the past and all that stuff, right, Nat?
Yes, absolutely.
Just saying.
No. I've had to make some of those shifts too myself, so I totally get it. And one of the cool things is that other people can see things in us that we may not be able to see, and sometimes it just takes that little nugget that somebody else has pulled out of us to say, I see this in you. where you may have not have seen it in yourself before, and then all of a sudden that's what lights you up and you can just, be amazed at, oh my gosh, I actually have the confidence in this area to do this. I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just need somebody else to believe in us too.
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's the other sides of things with the practicality where somebody goes, okay, I have no idea how to get to people to promote me, and somebody will say, well, what's your affiliate program like? And they'll be like, my what? And then boom, their business just changes overnight. Or have you considered sponsors? I get sponsors and this happens. And so at a table like that with other smart people, it's really fun to see, the eyeballs go bing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, me too.
Tisha says Natalie rocked our mastermind session.
Yay, Tisha.
Tisha, we love you.
So the small group mastermind really makes this event different. We've treated our events as experiments. What can we learn from this? What resonates with people? What does not? In St. Pete, we provided lunch, and we found out that our people could care less about a delicious piece of chicken sitting in a conference room at the beach. So we're not wasting money on things that people don't care about. So the coolest thing that I saw about the mastermind was how complete the weekend felt.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we did was we chose to have fewer speakers. We had 8 speakers at our last event. We have fewer this time. We have, Nicole, you wanted to add the workshop time because you wanted people to have something tangible to take home with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mastermind group,
Yes.
it's just this wonderful finish to the weekend. It's an opportunity to try things out, get feedback, find out we're not crazy, or find out maybe we are. No,
we are.
Sometimes we have ideas that fall flat. It's a whole lot better to find that out in a small group mastermind than after having implemented it. So Sunday we have the small groups, and then we're going to have mastermind takeaways. We're just going to spend a little time. We're going to bring everybody back together, and each of the mastermind instructors is going to pull somebody up to share the greatest takeaways of their mastermind, and let the other mastermind leaders chime in with any additional thoughts that they have. We did that the last time. It was a lot of fun for everyone to see what the other tables had been working on. And then we wrap things up with a closing keynote from Nicole.
Yay!
Nicole is going to dare you to be awesome.
Even when you don't want to be.
Because you really are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
Awesome.
I'm so excited about you guys incorporating in the workshop part of it. For me, it's very essential to the way that I work to actually, learn a bit and then dive into it and actually turn it into that tangible piece of thinking. Because essentially, when you write something down, when you connect with it on paper or whatever that you might do, writing is the act of thinking on paper. So you get it out of all your brain space where there's 100 million other ideas floating around in there, and you get it on paper and you're able to actually see it in reality, and that helps to move and shift it forward. So then, having that mastermind on the third day after you've marinated and soaked up all those juices from the second day and the first day, and just getting all of that, you can sleep on it. Usually it happens when you sleep on it.
Or in the shower.
Or in the shower, or in the water at the beach.
Yep.
I don't know. Is it going to be too cold to get in the water in? I don't know. I've never been to Daytona in February, so I have no idea.
It probably
Could be
depends a
chilly.
lot about where you live.
Oh.
Because to me, it'll probably feel like bathwater. To a native Floridian, it might feel like ice cream, but
Ice cream.
that's what you'd think, for heaven's
Like
sake.
bathwater that's been sitting there overnight.
Not ice, but ice cream.
Well, seriously, we Michiganders, we come to Florida, we dive in, we run around in our bathing suits, while the Floridians act like we're all doing the polar bear plunge. Like, are you crazy? It's cold.
This is true. This is very true.
Regardless of whatever temperature it is, I'm sure it is warm enough to at least get your feet wet.
Yes,
Always.
totally. All right. Natalie, thanks so much for making time to talk with us today.
Welcome. Thanks for having me on, and thank you for inviting me to speak at Beachpreneurs. I am so excited to be a part of this, and thanks for having me.
I can't wait to hug you.
I can't wait to hug you either. It's been too long.
All right. Nicole, last thoughts?
This is happening, and it's coming up, and you're running out of time. So if you want to get the heck out of Dodge, come down and hang out with us, because it's so fun. And you know, I am an extreme introvert, and Natalie is too, and we are not going to put you on the spot. On the last day when we asked for volunteers from each of the mastermind groups, if you do not want to talk, you do not have to talk. It's not about us, it's about you and about the changes you're going to make in your business while we're there, and that transition from frazzled to free. I mean, you're still going to have to fight the frazzled, I know I do, but at least I know how to get to free now, get back there and get my life back in order. And there's the practical side of things, but then there's a mindset side of things. And I mean, this could be a huge, we could do this every weekend and still impact people. So I'm really, really excited to share this with everybody and to share our peeps and have another life-altering event.
I just had this picture of Nicole on a horse with a sword and the Braveheart paint on her face. Freedom! Or not.
Sexy.
All right, everyone. Thanks for spending this time with us. See you at the next Hangout.
Bye.
Bye.